Hello everybody, I'm back today, and this is going to be my Christmas unboxing slash review, as I have already unboxed them. I know it's a little late, I've been taking a little time off, but here we go, let's get into it.
Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can be notified of upcoming videos.
Alright, so first up, we have the Scooby 3x3. So, it turns like this, as you can see, and so, it's a really cool shape mod. It is kind of difficult, because you do have to orientate the centers, but the edges are always the same. And so, yeah, so it can get pretty scrambled sometimes. It looks really neat, and overall, it's just a really, really cool cube. I've definitely solved it before. It's just like any other regular shape mod. So yeah, so this is what the checkerboard looks like. So this is what the checkerboard pattern looks like on it. It's a little different, but it still looks pretty cool. So let's get on to the next cube. Alright, so then we have the dot cube. So this is a stickerless frosted plastic. It is pretty slick. I haven't used it too much. So it has ball bearings. So it kind of feels like magnets, and you snap into place. So you can turn on 6 different axes, or 4. I think it's 4. So there's this one, and then this one, and then this one, yeah. So there's 4 different ones. So I can't turn right here if I want to, because there isn't an axis there on these corners. But it is a relatively easy cube to solve. Pretty intuitive, kind of like you kind of use the same concept of as a Pyraminx. So yeah, so let's get into the next cube. And now we have the Scoob shape mod. I don't know what it's called at this moment, but it is a really, really cool cube. I have not actually been able to solve it yet. I've scrambled it a couple times, and then a piece popped, so I just decided to put it back together correctly. I've gotten it to where there was 2 pieces that needed to be swapped, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. Now, I did not watch a video on how to do this. I could probably do it if I watched a video, but I didn't feel like it. So if you don't already know, it turns just like a regular Scoob, and if you turn it halfway, then you can turn like that, and then bring it back, and that's how you switch pieces like that. And so it can get really pretty scrambled, and it's actually a really, really difficult puzzle, probably one of my most hardest puzzles that I have. So yeah, so that is the Scoob shape mod that I got for Christmas. Next, we have the 3x3x8, the unproportional 3x3x8. If you look at this, you might think it's a crazy, but it's not. It just turns like that, and then the one underneath it also turns that top part. It's pretty interesting. It is fully functional. As you can see, I can do a checkerboard pattern on it. It does shape shift because it's a 3x3x8. So like that, and if I wanted to, I think I can turn that. Yeah, so you can go like this when it's in checkerboard pattern. So yeah, so that is the 3x3x8. Definitely really hard puzzle. I also haven't been able to solve it. I've gotten close, but again, I also didn't watch any videos. Most of the time I try not to watch videos, and try to solve them myself, and then if I get stuck, then I'll, like, usually if there's like a parity algorithm or something, then I'll do that. So yeah, so that is the 3x3x8. Alright, so then we have this 5x5 shape mod. So it's basically a 5x5 with just the centers. So if you turn it like this, then so it turns like this, and then you can turn these top layers. But if you look at it, it's really just a 5x5 with just the centers, and the edges would be right here. So it's a lot easier than an actual 5x5, and it turns pretty well. So as you can see, you can go like this. I can switch 2 pieces, so I can just do a, I forgot what it was called, but where you switch 2 pieces. So as you can see, I swap these 2 pieces, and then you can swap them back with the same thing. But yeah, so it's basically just 5x5 centers, so it's relatively fun, and it looks a lot more difficult than it really is, so it's really fun to show off to your friends. I also forgot what this is called. I don't really know. I think all of these cubes were bought on the Cubicle or the Speed Cube shop, one of them. I don't know where my mom bought them. But yeah, so overall, it is just a really fun and cool looking puzzle, just to show off to your friends. And last but not least, for Christmas, I got the Rubik's Orbit. So this is like a 2x2, kind of, except if you think of it as this is the cross pieces, and these are the edges, you can spin the top layer and mess up the edges. So like you can make yellow with white, or yellow with red, or yellow with green. It is very, very difficult. I have not watched a video on how to solve it, and I am completely stuck. I have no clue in planet Earth how to solve this. So, yeah, so I'm going to keep trying. It is very, very difficult puzzle, way harder than a regular 3x3 or even a 7x7, to my opinion. Because if you know that if you can solve a 5x5, you can solve anything. So yeah, so these are all the cubes that I got for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this short little video. Just a little bit of cubes there for Christmas. I also got some other things like a 3D pen. I got a good amount of clothes and all that kind of stuff. So I can't wait for 2020, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.